Imagine this. It's the year 1600. There are no Spanish missions in California. No European diseases wiping out millions. The Aztec Empire still rules a glittering capital city with canals and pyramids. Across the ocean, Europeans are still convinced Asia lies just beyond the western horizon, clueless that two massive continents block their path. Welcome back to the channel, History Lovers. Today, we're diving into one of the biggest what-ifs of all time. What if Christopher Columbus never reached the Americas? What if his ships sank in a storm? Or he gave up before convincing Spain to back him? How would our world look today? Stick with me, because the alternate history we're about to explore will completely change the way you think about the past. Quick recap. In 1492, Columbus set sail with 3 small ships, convinced he could reach Asia by going west. He had no idea the Americas stood in his way. When he landed in the Caribbean, he thought he'd found islands off the coast of India. That discovery, and yes, I'm using air quotes, changed the course of history forever. Millions already lived here, but Europeans suddenly saw a new world. Here's the twist. Columbus almost never sailed. Portugal, England, and France all rejected him. Spain only agreed after finishing the Reconquista. If a few details had gone differently, he might never have crossed the Atlantic. So what happens if he doesn't? In this alternate world, the Americas thrive untouched by Europe. The Aztec Empire keeps expanding, its capital Tenochtitlan growing even larger, a city already more impressive than anything Spain could boast. The Inca Empire continues building vast roads and mountain fortresses that rival Roman engineering. Most importantly, there are no European diseases. In our timeline, smallpox and measles wiped out up to 90% of native populations. Without that, the Americas could have reached 200 to 300 million people by 1600. Imagine sprawling cities, powerful states, thriving trade networks. The Iroquois Confederacy develops even stronger political systems. The Inca refined their empire. And maybe, just maybe, these civilizations begin their own voyages, sailing across the Pacific, meeting Asia on their own terms. Europe can't stay blind forever. Let's say around 1550 or 1600, English or Dutch explorers stumble across the Americas while searching for Asia. By then, everything is different. The Spanish conquistadors, who toppled empires with a few hundred men, forget it. Native states are stronger, healthier, and united. Instead of conquest, Europeans face organized empires with armies in the hundreds of thousands. This isn't easy pickings anymore. It's more like arriving in China or the Ottoman Empire. Negotiation, trade, diplomacy. Europe meets equals, not victims. Here's where the butterfly effect really kicks in. In our timeline, Spanish gold and silver flooded Europe, sparking inflation, but also fueling capitalism and empire. Without it, Europe's economy develops much slower. No easy colonization means no massive plantations. The Atlantic slave trade, smaller, maybe non-existent. That's up to 12 million lives not lost to chains and ships. Instead, the world becomes multipolar. Native empires, African kingdoms, Asian dynasties, and European states all trading and competing on a level playing field. The global economy? Completely rewritten. No American silver means Spain doesn't rise as the dominant European power. The Inquisition loses its funding. The Protestant Reformation might spread faster and wider. Without the New World, Europeans lose the idea of endless frontier, the dream of infinite expansion. The Renaissance looks different too, with less money to fund art and exploration. And those heated debates about whether indigenous peoples were human enough to deserve rights, they never happened, which means Enlightenment philosophy might have developed in a completely different way. Then there's the food. In our world, the Americas gave the globe potatoes, corn, tomatoes, chocolate, foods that fueled population booms everywhere. Without them, Europe grows slower. Africa and Asia look different too. No Irish potato famine, but also no nutritional revolution. Meanwhile, native civilizations eventually get horses, steel, and gunpowder, but through trade, not conquest. They adapt on their own terms, building hybrid cultures instead of being destroyed. The land that became the United States? A totally different story. No Spanish colonization pushing north. No Caribbean plantations driving expansion. By the time Europeans show up in the 1600s, native nations are ready. The Eastern Woodlands peoples have had extra decades to study European weapons, tactics, and politics. The Iroquois Confederacy may stretch across the East Coast. New confederations might rise to resist outsiders. The American Revolution? It never happens because there's no British Empire here to rebel against. Instead, North America becomes a patchwork. Native confederacies, scattered trading posts, and multicultural crossroads. Fast forward to 1700 or 1800. Instead of Europe dominating the globe, the world is balanced. The Ottoman Empire stays powerful. China's economy remains stable, without New World silver disrupting it. African kingdoms keep their independence longer, without the devastation of the slave trade. The very idea of Western civilization dominating world history, it might not exist. Instead, power is shared between many civilizations. The world is not Europe's to shape, it belongs to everyone. Not a utopia. There would still be wars, conflicts, and inequality. But the structure of power? Entirely different. So, that's the world that never was. A world where the Aztec and Inca empires thrive. Where Spain never rises to dominance. Where slavery is reduced, Europe is weaker, and the globe grows through balance instead of conquest. History really is fragile. Tiny decisions can change everything. Now I want to hear from you. Would this alternate world be better or worse? And what other what-if scenarios should we explore next? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button if this got you thinking, and subscribe for more history that flips the script. Until next time, keep questioning the past.